Yes. That's a story in itself.
Yes, yes.
How easy it is for corporations and government agencies to follow the migration, the movement of cell phones. They know exactly where you're going.
Yes. And they know where every cell phone is, don't they, Rick?
They sure do. That should
every
be
single one.
Out of last week is that the U.S. government, the Trump administration, a Republican administration, one people would say conservative, would be against maybe spying if we were to believe those campaign speeches. It was reported last week by the Washington Post that the U.S. government, the Trump administration itself, is in active talks with Google, Facebook, and other tech firms to discuss how they can better use data from cell phones to both track and monitor the movements of what they say were citizens. Let's talk about Americans here during this outbreak.
We were in the front row, and the man that you see there on the left, he's actually having a microchip implanted in his hand. That's his hand on the screen. And we were sitting there in the front row and watched the entire thing take place. Now, interestingly, Mobile World Congress did not allow the news media to bring in TV cameras that year. And we were wondering why they were prohibiting us from carrying cameras. It wasn't just us, it was all media. But that's our video. We did that. That's our video. Well, what did we use? We used our mobile phones. Like, duh, it's a mobile phone conference. And every phone has a camera in it. And they were banning TV cameras. So we used our mobile phones to record what they were doing. And after that man received his microchip, they brought another man on stage who had previously been microchipped. They couldn't use the first man because they needed, I think they said 24 hours for the infection, in the hand to go down because his hand would be inflamed for a period of time. But they brought in another man, brought him on the stage who had been microchipped previously. And in real time, we watched him, there it is. He transferred money. There he is. He's putting the phone to his hand, and money is now being transferred from his bank account to another bank account. We saw it happen in real time. That event was sponsored by one of the largest banks in Spain.
This is a police message. You must stay indoors. This is a police message. Please stay indoors. Remember, you can only go out to go to work and come home, to go to the shop, to collect medication, and for one exercise a day. This is serious. We need to beat Corona, and we can only do that if we work together.
Well, this initiative that Bill Gates is pushing, the ID 2020, that has the goal to take a system like maybe even the vaccination system we just said, to have an ID for 1 billion people, if not maybe 7 billion. Right now they're starting with the poorest people in the world, but they want everyone to have a digital identity, one that can be tracked, one that can be watched, one that can be controlled. In this blog post that they published, the title, Bill Gates will use microchip implants to fight coronavirus, they had a section here that stated, currently the most feasible way of implementing digital identity is either through smartphones or RFID microchip implants. The latter will be Gates's likely approach, not only because of feasibility and sustainability, but also because for over 6 years, the Gates Foundation has been funding another project that incorporates human implantable microchip implants.
As part of government's strategies to prevent the spread of the coronavirus in Nigeria, the Nigerian Army is set to embark on a special operation which includes enforcing the restriction of movement and compulsory moving sick people to hospitals. The operation, tagged Operation Second 11, has been sanctioned by the Chief of Army Staff, Tukur Buratai. The Army is making plans to lease out excavators, trucks, water tankers and other relevant vehicles to aid the operation in the area of possible mass burial, water and essential food and drug supply.
And remember the meeting that we recalled last month, the meeting back in 2010 that Bill Gates attended. There were about 10 billionaires.
With Oprah?
Yeah, Oprah was there and Bloomberg. About 10 billionaires met in New York City to discuss pulling their resources together to reduce the Earth's population. And that was reported on the front page of the Times of London. Now, that happened to be the night that we did that show last month. That was our very last True News Godcast on YouTube. In the morning, they canceled our account. They blamed it on us talking about Israel, but it wasn't about Israel. It was about overpopulation. We got very, very close to what was really going on about coronavirus. And here we are today, and you guys are connecting the dots and showing that Bill Gates wants to track every human who's been vaccinated with a coronavirus vaccine. And he wants to put a microchip in the vaccine, a nano-sized microchip. He calls it a quantum dot tattoo. This guy's an enemy of the human race. He's an enemy of Almighty God. Bill Gates is turning out to be one very evil man.
Rick, here's where I'm at with Bill Gates. Don't trust anyone to give you a vaccine who thinks that the world is overpopulated. Rick, here's where I'm at with Bill Gates. Don't trust anyone to give you a vaccine who thinks that the world is overpopulated.